Welcome children to Geography with Juliana, and today I'm going to discuss the short notes and give reasons of chapter 3 Physiography and Drainage. In the last video I have completed all the long answers of chapter 3. So we start with short notes. The first note is on the Amazon River Basin. The Amazon is the largest river in the world as far as the discharge of water is concerned. It originates on the eastern slopes of the Andes in Peru, and then it flows eastward into Brazil in the northern part right up to the east, meeting the North Atlantic Ocean. The water discharged by the Amazon is 2 lakh meter cube per second. As a result, the sediments brought down by the river get washed away into the North Atlantic Ocean, and so no deltas or distributaries are formed at its mouth. Its mouth is 150 kilometers wide with many islands. Amazon is suitable for navigation throughout its course. Second note is on the Himalayas. The Himalayas are situated in the north of India and are young fold mountains. It extends from the Pamir Knot in Tajikistan as parallel ranges. In India, it extends from Jammu Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. From south to north, they can be divided into Shaivalik or Lesser Himalayas, Middle Himalayas or Himadri, and Greater Himalayas or Himachal. From west to east, they can be divided into Kashmir Himalayas, Kumaon Himalayas, and Eastern Himalayas. The third short note is on the coasts of Brazil. Brazil has coastline of 7,400 kilometers along the Atlantic Ocean. Brazil coastline can be divided into northern coast and eastern coast. The northern coast extends from Amapá province up to Rio Grande do Norte. From here, the eastern coast then extends right up to south eastern tip of Brazil. The northern coast is characterized by mouths of many rivers, bays, islands, and beaches. The eastern coast has small coastal rivers, and São Francisco is the only major river here. The fourth is the Indian Peninsula. The Indian Peninsula lies to the south of the North Indian Plains. It tapers towards the south in the Indian Ocean. It is bordered by Aravalis in the northwest, that are Old Fold Mountains, and the Chota Nagpur Plateau in the northeast. The Western Ghats are in the west and Eastern Ghats are in the east. In the north of the Peninsular Plateau, there are series of plateaus like Malwa, Bundelkhand, Bagelkhand, etc. The Peninsular Plateau, also called as the Deccan Plateau, slopes eastward. The fifth is the Great Escarpments. The Great Escarpments are the southern slopes of the Brazilian highlands. They extend from Sao Paulo to Porto Alegre. They influence the climate of Brazil as they block the southeast trade winds. They give orographic type of rainfall on the southern slopes. As the southeast trade winds cross the Great Escarpments, they become dry, and as a result they form a rain shadow region on the northeastern slopes of Brazil or of the highlands and are called as drought quadrilateral. Next one is drought quadrilateral. The answer will be the same as Great Escarpments. Okay, so it starts. The Great Escarpments are the southern slopes of Brazilian highlands. They extend from Sao Paulo to Porto Alegre. They influence the climate of Brazil. They block the southeast trade winds and give orographic rain on the southern slopes. As the southeast trade winds now cross the Great Escarpments, they become dry. As a result, they form a rain shadow region on the northeastern slopes of the highlands, and these are called as drought quadrilateral. Then we come to give reasons. There are no west flowing rivers in Brazil. Most of the rivers in Brazil originate in the Brazilian highlands. We know that because most of them flow northwards. These highlands flow northward and southeastward. Hence, most of the rivers flow northward and southeastward. Only Paraguay and Parana rivers flow westwards, and hence there are no west flowing rivers in Brazil. Second give reason, there are dissimilarities between the eastern and the western coast of India. This has come in 2019 boards. The eastern coast of India is broader than the western coast. The eastern coast is alluvial plain formed due to deposition from the east flowing rivers, whereas the western coast is rocky, formed by swift flowing rivers. The eastern coast borders the Bay of Bengal, while the western coast borders the Arabian Sea. Eastern coast has many deltas, while western coast has estuaries. The sea at the eastern coast is shallow, while the sea at the western coast is deep. Next give reason, there are fewer natural ports on the eastern coast of India. The eastern coast of India is alluvial plain, formed due to deposition from the east flowing rivers. As a result, this coast is shallow. It has many deltas. As the sea is shallow, no ships can come near the coast. Hence, there are fewer natural ports on the eastern coast of India. On the other hand, the western coast, however, is indented. The sea here is also deep, and so western coast has more natural ports. So they can ask you this way as well. Western coast has more ports compared to eastern coast. As compared to Amazon, pollution in river Ganga will affect human life greatly. The Amazon River Valley is highly inaccessible due to the thick evergreen rainforest. The climate here is very unhealthy, hence human settlements is limited. Lack of roads, industrialization is limited. As a result, population and pollution in Amazon River Basin is much less. On the other hand, the Ganga River Valley is very gentle and a fertile plain. Climate too is favorable here. A number of industries have come up due to availability of good transport means. All this has resulted in urbanization and a dense population. Hence, as compared to Amazon, pollution in the river Ganga will affect human life greatly. So with this we end chapter 3. In the next video, I'll be taking map work, of chapter 1, 2 as well as of chapter 3. So keep looking out for our videos, and very soon I'll be starting with chapter 4. Till then, bye-bye, take care and God bless you.